Yes, guys, and welcome back to another opposition preview. We're here, of course, for the big one, London Derby on Tuesday evening, Emirates Stadium, Arsenal versus Chelsea. And we're joined by, of course, Chelsea fan Hanno from Coach's Corner. Hanno, bro, how you doing, man? Are you looking forward to this game?
Yeah, Josh. Thanks for having me on. I've been good. Hope you are. This game, I don't know. Such a quick turnaround from the semi-final. They almost feel like I still left a hangover from the semi-final, and what happened there now to come into a new game just feels all a bit odd. But that is how the Premier League is. Games come quick and fast, and this one will be. I really don't know how to call this one because it could go either way. Um,
Yeah,
in
most
my
definitely. Yeah, most definitely, man. Look, guys, before we do get into it, make sure you go to Hanno's channel, Coach's Corner. Link is in the title. Go over there if you haven't subbed to him already. Go and drop in a sub. He does some amazing content, and you get some great guests on his channel as well. So go and check him out after this, people. But yeah, Hannah, let's get into it, man. Obviously, your season so far, as you said, I mean, you reached the Carabao Cup final, lost to Liverpool, reached the FA Cup final where I actually watched a bit of the game. I thought you actually did all right. Just you had the striker up front, which I'm, I would love to hear your thoughts about Jackson, of course. But obviously, you're not talking about Man City in semi-finals. But what's been obviously your overall assessment, considering that you spent of course, all the money, you got all these new players in, Pochettino in as your manager as well. What's been your overall thoughts on Chelsea season so far?
overall thoughts very disappointing. But just to go on what you talked about the City game. Yeah, I didn't watch the full game. I was away this weekend, but I caught glimpses of it. And I think I watched from the 60, no, 50, no, 65th, 65th minute till they scored. Then I went, turned it off because I knew we weren't going to go do anything. So yeah, that was the main part, and I think I watched the first 20 minutes. Yeah, Miss Jackson, Jackson asked, "How many do you want me to miss, Miss Jackson?" Um, so yeah, and he missed a few. I think that City game. I think both City games. I would say, actually, the second one, the 1-1, and this one. Troy Potter's based tactically how he's set up, performance wise.
Mm.
The only criticism was, of course, on the subs being so late. Um, but yeah, I think overall disappointing. It's really been Coast Football Club, aka CFC. Um, so yeah, it's been. I think Poch hasn't helped himself, and just the overall feeling around the club has not been great. Don't think the way Poch plays has helped these players as well.
Yeah.
You look at Spurs time, and now it's really almost rock and roll football. And when you've got midfielders like Caicedo and Enzo don't have that speed, robustness, and that are more technical on the ball, slow the game down, almost works against Poch's system, which as an outburst. But again, I would blame the recruitment team, the directors, um, on that. And yeah, attack been iffy. And defensively, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe bad. Um, Sometimes maybe it's a 4-1 Newcastle. Other times it's a what game did we? Otherwise, sometimes it's just a 1-1. Yeah, Ted. Choose which one will show up. But no, I think lots of people are to blame, and I think most just fans want the directors gone and the board, because even if you want Poch gone, you can't tell, you can't guarantee that the directors and the board will sign um, uh, uh, what, a quality manager. That you can't guarantee that we'll get a quality manager, and
Yeah.
of the rules of now Amaron staying, maybe not going to
Mm.
Liverpool, it opens up that goal post for us maybe to get him, but I don't know. But yeah, Pep looks stressed in the FA Cup for semi final, which is good to watch. But yeah, man, it is what it is. We only have now one job to do, and that's summer and try to finish sixth. Yeah, this
Um,
is that
look at this guy, man. That is class. How dare just put the average player next to one of the best midfielders?
it's a quality material, right? There we go. Quality material. Not
Oh
this
man.
season, but we move Poch. We blame
So
Poch for
what
that.
is like? So would you say that's obviously because yeah, I agree with you. Like looking at it as like obviously well we're obviously rivals Arsenal and Chelsea, like London rivals, but looking in as like a neutral perspective, right? I think there's yeah, not just Pochettino, but I think it's quite a bit of everything at Chelsea, which has just made you where where you are. But is that the solution? Do you think then is just get rid of these owners and then as soon as they get rid of because obviously I know when you had Roman and you lot were ruthless, man. And you were so successful with Roman as well. You know, he was winning Premier League titles, Champions Leagues, and he'd be ruthless as well in like sacking managers. You know, like pretty much every single season if they weren't cutting it. So is it like the owners, like obviously this Todd Bowley guy? As soon as he goes, do you think you'll start getting like back to your reality that you was under Roman?
Um, I think the Roman system worked well for winning trophies,
Mm,
but the way football is moving, it's also a bad thing because you've now got different mix of styles of players. Um, if you look, we before let Ziyech go on loan and all them, you had Kovacic and Kante in two guys don't really play the same way. You had Ziyech and um, uh, what's the striker? Abraham
yeah,
looked really
yeah,
good. You had Mudryk at a stage to back Ziyech up. You had Koulibaly and Thiago Silva. That partnership didn't work. So yeah, lots. I think a few years ago, definitely, but how football is moving, you need to have the right players, right systems for the players. So um, yeah, it's madness. Really, what's going on? So I don't think that really makes it well, but I think getting rid of the owners is a much difficulter task than getting rid of
yeah.
the board, directors. So yeah, I think that's another thing. So I would rather just focus on getting rid of the board, and hopefully the owners realize something. this investment isn't going to work. So yeah, but be up to everyone that has gone over to my channel and sub. Much appreciated
Yeah,
very
thanks,
much.
guys, man. Thank you very much. Like, keep if you haven't done that already, make sure you go over to Hano's channel, give him a sub. But I've been obviously, as you said, looking at your like results, like focusing on the big six sides in particular, right? You lot got some decent results. Obviously, I'm obviously like you 2-2, no, 1-1 against City, and then that crazy 4-4 game against them. You know, home and away, that's decent. You done Man United, of course, that crazy 4-3 game as well, where obviously 3-2 up Man United were, and they completely bottled it, and you came back and you ended up winning the game 4-3. I think the only big six side you lost to this season is Liverpool, right? So obviously,
United
oh,
away. United
sorry,
away.
yeah, United away.
We got
But then obviously even when we played you though, like you played really well, and it was a 2-2 at the Stamford Bridge, and you went 2-0 up, and obviously fucking Mudryk scored out of all people, lobbed the lob of Raya, and it was written in the stars for him to score against us, man. But does that give you like a bit of confidence going into this game that you got a half decent like every time? I mean, you've obviously picked up points from Man City this season in the title race. You obviously drew with Arsenal this season. Like, does that give you a bit of confidence that you can do it against these like big six sides?
um it gives me a bit of confidence. But like I said, looking at the big six teams who have played away from home this season, we've beaten Tottenham, and that's almost a anomaly, really, because of what's happened, the circumstances, two red cards, the injuries they got. Then you've got City away, which fair enough, played really well. Liverpool away got buffed 4-1. United away got buffed 2-1. Probably should have been more. Um, yeah, so looking at that, yeah, is there any other one? Oh, I think that's all of them. Um, yeah, I think just in general on the season, I think whoever our opponents are, we match their levels almost. So if we play Sheffield, we'll play like Sheffield, like we did 2-2. But I should have lost that game based on the performance. Um, we play like Arsenal, we get a 2-2 draw. Probably should have won.
Yeah.
That game we play like we match United's level, and we scrap for a 4-3 win. Um, really. Only team's level I would say we didn't match was Liverpool away. We didn't, but it's Liverpool away, Anfield. They were on a storm. Um, Tottenham, iffy. Um, then you got Luton first off when we slapped them 3-1 and 3-0. 3-0 really, we just about three goals past them, so yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, but Burnley second off of that game away from home. Yeah, Newcastle. Can't remember the Newcastle result. Then 4-1. But did we beat them? I think we beat them, yeah, but it was a scrappy game as well. Then we had the just going through West Ham. We got obliterated. So yeah, it's been iffy. We mostly match their levels. That seems
Yeah.
levels. Like, and so
Yeah.
hopefully also do play well and we match their levels. So yeah. Well,
Before
if
before we,
it's Arsenal against Bayern, different story.
before we move on, we got a question. We've got a few questions. We got big up Bayern View in the chat. My guy Liam, absolute real one. Thank you for tuning in, my guy. He says, question for both of you. Both the clubs need a new strike in the summer. Who do you think you'll get? Big up for the question, man. who do I want compared to who I think we get, I think is different for Arsenal's perspective, but I think there's plenty
So
out there. I feel like obviously there's been a few we've been linked with, like Victor Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon. Obviously, Tony's been going around. Ollie Watkins, obviously, doing bits this season. Of course, we all know about Victor Osimhen as well. So the one I want the most is still Ivan Tony for me. But I'll come to you,
I,
Hanno. What about you for Chelsea?
um, who do I want? Tony. Who do I think we get? Oh, hmm. It's it's a really difficult one. Who will we get? I want Tony, but yeah, who will we get is really tough because you've got the likes of your careers,
Yeah.
and others. Boniface maybe, Oshiman.
Yeah.
I think they're best one. And they might don't want Oshiman. Don't get him away from my club as far as possible. Dead footballer. It's just another Lukaku. Fancy name. Um, it's tough, man. Who will we get? Let's just pick a name. Let's just throw a guess in. Um, let's go. Let's yeah. Let's go with Gyökeres. I think we get Gyökeres.
Gyökeres.
Just having a guess because
Yeah.
honestly I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Arsenal. I forgot to mention his name, but the one we're really looking at is, of course, Newcastle's Isak, of course, and I can see Arteta really liking him because he can play on the wing as well, and Arteta loves these versatility players. So you play multiple positions, you can really fit into Arteta's team. But I don't know, man. I still prefer Ivan Tony for me. Or either him or Ollie Watkins. I think would be quality for Arsenal. But big up Bayern View, man. Thank you very much for the question, my
Yeah.
friend. Ella, big up to Ella as well. Poch already has declared that he can match Arsenal's levels. What's your both thoughts on this declaration by Pochettino? Hanno, what do you think, bro?
I think it's almost like I said a minute or two ago.
Yeah,
Is we match their level, so I wouldn't be surprised if we match your levels. So yeah.
because as you said, like only one team really, like you couldn't really like match them. That was Liverpool, right? As you said.
Yeah, Liverpool away at
Let
Anfield.
away at Anfield, yeah. But everyone else, like you would, yeah,
Maybe
match their
first
level.
or second half we match them,
Yeah,
bit of
yeah,
both. So
yeah, for sure. But Ella, big up for the question as well. She also says, well, do Chelsea fans expect a domination by the Arsenal, just like it was last match against Wolves, or maybe Chelsea are going to keep the ball possession, but still Arsenal can counter attack? For me, I think it's going to be one of those games where we go at it with each other. I feel like you know what, it's just very similar to Stamford Bridge, but I hope obviously we play a lot more better than we did at Stamford Bridge. But Chelsea, had a great performance, especially in that first half against Arsenal, and then obviously we came back. But no, I don't see. I mean, because many teams I know, yeah, they come to the Emirates and play this whole low block, type of football. Do you see your team doing that?
hmm. Yeah, I think we will play like we did against City. I think City away, that's how we will play. The big question is how much does these players have left in them? Like, and I think we'll see that straight off from kickoff. Yeah, because I think you'll see it from kickoff. What's the situation?
Yeah. Um, there's been obviously now. I was going to ask you about obviously your players and ones that really impressed you the most this season. I think this guy is the main guy for you, Cole Palmer. But I don't know what's the news of him. Like I've heard a lot like he's doubtful for the game due to illness or something. But I want to ask you obviously your team news as well. If you can, obviously talk us through the players you got out injured, and also who's been the most sort of players that impressed you this season from Chelsea? Do you think that we got watch out for if they play?
Oh, there's really only one, eh? Um, and that's Cole Palmer. I'm trying to get news on injury stuff. Um, uh, uh, so um, let me. I was trying to find it. It should be here somewhere. Okay, here we go. So, um, injuries. Yeah, here we go. So if you don't win, this will be a tough. You will feel ashamed because the players I'm going to tell that's out, the main one. And must just mention the name. Malo Gusto out, Cole Palmer
Mm.
injured. Malo Gusto is undergoing medical assessment, so he's been Chilwell, but he's a bum, so won't mind him benching. Um, and Christopher Nkunku is in partial team training alongside Robert Sanchez, but Gusto and Palmer being out just kills us, really.
Yeah.
Uh, um, but it did say Pochard with and without Cole Palmer, we believe we can win it. Malo
So
Gusto,
Palmer's definitely out then.
I don't know. Maybe. I think it's. I think we'll tomorrow. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
I would say by noon you will By noon you will know if it's injured or not because the news will spread fast. Gusto suffered a minor problem in a ligament on his knee. He says he hopes it's not a big issue. It's the same problem Chilwell had the last few weeks. Of course, Thiago Silva confirmed that he's leaving at the end of the season, which is very sad to see. So yeah,
Thiago Silva's leaving. Wow. I mean, I'm not surprised. The guy's like 38 or something, guys. I'm honestly
yeah,
not
no,
surprised that he's leaving,
he
man.
probably needed to. He did reject offers coming out now. They're saying that he um he rejected proposals for the um to help Chelsea win a trophy, and doesn't seem like it happened.
Yeah. Um, I mean, as for Arsenal's injuries, we are chilling, man. We've all we got is Timber out. We've got all our players fit. I know this
And
guy, of course, on my left, Saka, he needs a rest desperately, but we have no one else to play there, so he'll definitely play.
you've got
But
Jesus, you've got Reese, Nelson.
Reese, yeah, of
Well,
course,
but
Reese
of
Nelson.
course, but we know to blame is for not having a backup for Saka, do we? Yes.
Of course, of course. You have to look at Edu. You have to look at Arteta. You know,
Best looking Spaniard.
yeah, the best looking Spaniard we know, of course. And there's a massive banner that says it in the Emirates.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we're pretty chilling with obviously injuries. But all right. So how do you see this game going, Hanno? Then and then obviously we're getting to lineups. But what are you saying? Coming to the Emirates? Of course, we know what happened last season. We literally 3-0 up in the first half, and then I think Madueke scored consolation goal, and we beat you 3-1. Overall, it's a decent record against you guys at at Emirates. I remember the time when you had Tuchel and you beat us 2-0 when Lukaku scored.
Good
But
times.
overall, it's pretty decent. So how are you feeling, man? Going into this game, and how do you see it going?
I think we'll sit back defensively. I think we'll let Arsenal have the ball. Again, like I said, the main talking point is that how mentally fatigued are these players and physically fatigued are these players after that semi-final. But do you want a prediction or later?
Yeah, we'll do predictions after
Okay.
lineups, bro.
Well, yeah, I just think we'll set up almost like Bayern did in the first leg. Like just sit back and hopefully we do it on um do you guys on the counter. I think yeah, it's a tough one.
For me, yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a bit similar to Stamford Bridge game, where you guys, yeah, probably do play on the counter, but we were absolutely shocking performance wise. You honestly that day you lot just wanted it more than us, and I think many of our fans before the game and even I think the players mentally underestimated Chelsea because we saw, of course, the season you was having. So I hope it's not like that again. And we need to obviously take you lot seriously and not underestimate Chelsea because this is a London derby. I mean, in terms of having stuff to play for, can you still get your? Is there still chance you can get European football?
Um, well, I think with fifth place being out, um,
Oh yeah, that's true.
really Champions League. I don't think anybody gets really fifth. Champions League. So Newcastle are only 3 points ahead of us in sixth. So there's still a
Oh,
chance. We
I
beat you
mean,
guys, and we got a game in hand on them.
yeah. If
So
if you win all your
oh,
games, which I
we've
know
got 3 games in hand. Sorry, we've got
3 games in
Tottenham.
hand.
Yeah,
Wow.
we've got Tottenham, you guys, and I think what else do we have? No, we have Tottenham, you guys, and any other midweek games. Because we're on 31 now, and most of the people around us are on 32. So yeah, so I think we've got you guys and Spurs, and then somebody else.
Yeah. So in terms of obviously lineups wise, what do you see obviously Poch doing, Hanno, in terms of players, he's gonna go with I know obviously you're struggling with a bit of injuries, but what would you in terms of lineups, what would you go with to take on Arsenal?
So left back, Cucurella, Ingo Petrovic because we don't want Sanchez. Um, then we will have uh, Thiago Silva and the Sassi, and then Badashile. No, sorry, Benchoa and Badashile. I think was he injured? Who started the FA Cup? Uh-huh. Basically, the back four that started the FA Cup,
Mm.
except Chalaba, and then we put the Sassi as right back, or Chalaba as right back. So yeah, midfield Enzo Caicedo. Then if Palmer's not there, we put Gallagher in the 10. If Palmer is there, we put Gallagher in the 10 and Palmer on the right bar. And then we will have Mudrick on the left,
Oh,
and Jackson up top. But I would like to see maybe a false 9 if Palmer is fit. Start Palmer up top with Mudrick, Gallagher, um, and Madueke there. But even Sterling wouldn't. I wouldn't say Sterling because I think you guys will nullify Sterling. But
Mm.
you just need to start Zinchenko, start Jesus, please. Do start him. Do start Kai Havertz in midfield. Um, and
Um,
start Martinelli. That's the four guys. Jesus, Martinelli, Zinchenko, and Kai Havertz in midfield. That's the four. If you play those four in those positions, we're solid. We're winning that game. But I think Arteta has learned Havertz up top,
yeah.
then Kivior or Tomiyasu. This game probably Tomiyasu. Um, and um, then you'll probably have. I don't expect him to start really Trossard again, like back to back.
Yeah, he seems like Trossard as like a sub player, like impact player, comes off the bench and can change a game. Like that's why like he didn't even start when we played you Stamford Bridge. He came off the bench and obviously got us back in the game. So I don't know. I think he'll go Havertz down the middle for sure against you guys. You know, former club and that. Because I think Stamford Bridge he played midfield, didn't he, against you lot, and it just didn't work
I
out.
think so. I think so.
So him as a striker, man, I tell you, bro, he's actually been decent. He's actually been decent, and I'm baffled that we obviously bought him for 65 million, but you know him as a striker, he's proven all of that was wrong for sure. Recently, he's been on some great form. So yeah, obviously we'll probably play Saka, who this guy needs a rest desperately, man. He's not really been at his best whatsoever. Obviously, Martinelli, I don't know what's happened to that guy this season. Midfield, obviously, we've got Declan Rice in there. I want him to go with Thomas Partey, but he just don't seem to rate Partey. He'll probably go with Jorginho against, you know, his former club. Odegaard, obviously. Back four would be Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel. I think Tomiyasu is actually doubtful. I forgot to say, you guys. Tomiyasu is doubtful for the game because he obviously didn't make Wolves, so he may be out as well. So probably got Kiwior left back, and then obviously Ryan goal. So
Yeah, looking at that game, who started? It was the lineup I said, right? But changes are Petrovic, um, Chalaba next to Silva, and then the Sassy, and then Palmer, false line, like I said, and then I had Madueke ahead of Sterling, and Modric started. Alex came off the bench. So
right.
yeah.
There we go. There we go, man.
Akbrango! Oh.
So yeah. Guys, leave your score prediction down below.
Apologies about that.
No worries,
I
bro.
thought I muted.
no worries. I know, bro. Score prediction, man. How do you see this game going? Like real talk, coming to the Emirates. What's your score prediction?
I'm going to give 2. Worth Palmer to Worth Palmer 3-1. Worth Palmer 3-1. Without 3-1 Arsenal.
Okay.
Without him. I think Gusto's out. Worth Palmer 2-2 draw. With Palmer.
Fez. Oh, fair enough, man. I think I said in my preview I did yesterday. I think I went 2-0 Arsenal because I obviously heard the Palmer news as well. Yeah, maybe if Palmer's out, I think it could be 3-2-0 along those lines. Maybe if you got Palmer, you'll get a goal. 2-1 Arsenal maybe, but yeah, I do see us beating you at the Emirates, man. I really do. But we shouldn't be underestimating Chelsea people by any means necessary because we've seen this happen before, and yeah, we've got we are not getting mud on our faces. So yeah, Hello, bro. Thanks so much for coming on this day, my man. Just quickly shout out your channel and where people can find you as well on social media.
Yeah, on YouTube, of course, they're above Coach's Corner on YouTube, Instagram, Hanu_Coach_Corner, Twitter, Hanu_Coach_Corner.
Chelsea fans are going 4-0, guys. Chelsea fan, man's gone 4-0 Arsenal. Hey, you know what? I remember when we dunked on you 4-0 in pre-season, mate. Like when we played you in like USA tour, it was like 4-0. Big up Chelsea fan, bro. But yeah, guys, make sure you go to Hano's channel. Literally, as I said, big up everyone who actually subbed over to him as well. Really appreciate you guys. Mel's confident 4-1 Arsenal. Love to see that, Mel. Hopefully, I obviously see Charlie as well at the game. Yes, big up Moss as well as always. Big up Chelsea fan. Kai Havertz winner. Either Kai Havertz winner or a Mudryk winner will cause a lot of controversy. But yeah, big up to Ella as well. Big up Jordan. And yeah, Hano made the best team for tomorrow. And obviously, I would wish you luck, but obviously we're London rivals, so can't be really doing that. So yeah, all the best.
It's pretty much this one.
Yeah. So
yeah. Hopefully we can stop your title, Church.
Imagine 4 games, 5 games left now. Yeah, don't let the Chelsea ruin the party. We cannot let Chelsea ruin the party, man, and stop our title challenge. Because if we do win, we go 4 points ahead of City. And I know they've got 2 games in hand or wherever it is, but you know, we'll at least put some pressure on them. So it's a must win for Arsenal. We're getting out of it, guys. I'll be back later today with the podcast, 8 p.m. Take care, everyone. Come on, you Gunners. We're out of it.